Amazon abyss. The Amazon rainforest is more than just a maze of trees and rivers. It is a living, breathing labyrinth, hiding mysteries far older and deeper than most people ever imagined. For centuries, explorers mapped only the surface, a seemingly endless jungle teeming with life. But what lies beneath remains even more astonishing. Recent surveys have revealed a hidden river flowing thousands of meters below ground. Scientists have named it the Hamza. This underground river mirrors the Amazon itself, flowing west to east, yet it runs in near total darkness, 4 kilometers below the Earth's crust. Its waters never feel the sun, and its flow is so slow it could take centuries for a drop to travel its length. Even stranger, at certain depths the water doesn't move horizontally. It seems to rise in vertical plumes, creating an eerie underwater current that no one fully understands. Researchers wonder if life could survive in those depths, isolated for millions of years, untouched by surface ecosystems. But the abyss holds other secrets, fossilized bones of creatures so enormous they dwarf even the mightiest predators of today. Take a look at this fragment. It seems simple at first, just a broken vertebra, until you compare it to an anaconda's. This belongs to Titanoboa, a monster serpent of prehistoric times, stretching perhaps 15 meters long, weighing more than a ton. It slithered through ancient swamps, devouring fish and turtles. Even crocodilian ancestors had reason to fear. Though Titanoboa is long gone, its legacy lives on. The modern Amazon still brims with deadly creatures, poison dart frogs, whose bright skin can kill a human with a single touch, electric eels, capable of stunning prey with a jolt stronger than a taser, giant anacondas, hiding in floodplains, waiting for a careless capybara, and perhaps worst of all, the bullet ant, whose sting has been described as pure, unrelenting agony, lasting for hours in these flooded forests. Even sharks have been found, venturing from the Atlantic up the river estuaries, hunting in brackish waters. Alongside piranhas and caimans, the biodiversity here is so intense that even entire civilizations rose and fell hidden in its shadow. Recent LiDAR scanning has uncovered colossal earthworks, hundreds of years old, near the Llanos de Mojos in Bolivia. Massive platforms, canals, and causeways, still perfectly aligned despite centuries of flooding. No one knows why these societies vanished, but the forest grew back, erasing nearly every trace. To this day, remote tribes live deep in the jungle, avoiding contact with the outside world, holding on to their ancient knowledge of the river, the land, and the monsters within. The Amazon abyss is more than a river. It is a window into the deepest mysteries of our planet, where life, death, and time itself flow together in an endless green sea. Amazon's secrets. The Amazon, even children learn about it, as the largest river on Earth. But beyond the numbers and maps, there is a living world so complex, it defies human understanding. This river basin is nearly the size of Australia, an entire submerged continent during the rainy season, with waters so powerful that no permanent bridge crosses them. Imagine, in just one day, the Amazon sends 19 cubic kilometers of water to the ocean, enough to supply a metropolis. For decades, beneath this mighty current, scientists recently uncovered something extraordinary: a second, hidden river, flowing silently far below. The Hamza, buried 4,000 meters underground, traces the same west to east path as its famous surface twin, an entire river system. Hidden in eternal darkness, the Amazon rainforest itself is called the planet's gene pool. A third of all known species live here, and more appear each year. Tiny frogs the size of a fingernail, plants with leaves sharper than knives, creatures no human had ever described until now. But these forests are not only alive, they are haunted. Prehistoric giants once ruled here. Some, like the monstrous Titanoboa, grew longer than a bus. Their fossilized bones, turn up in riverbanks to this day. And then there are mysteries left by ancient cultures, traces of cities swallowed by vines. They're monumental earthworks, forgotten for centuries. No one knows where these people came from or why they vanished. Only the forest remembers. The Amazon is so long, even its name changes 6 times along its course. Its tributaries bring with them an entire rainbow of waters, from the black Rio Negro to the copper-gold Madeira. And at the confluence near Manaus, 2 rivers flow side by side, like oil and vinegar, refusing to mix for kilometers. The Amazon basin is a land of extremes. Its scale is hard to grasp, spanning Brazil, Colombia, Peru, and Bolivia, covering 6.5 million square kilometers. That's 5% of all land on Earth. The forest is so dense, it creates its own weather, its own seasons, even its own storms. Ships the size of ocean liners can travel more than 3,000 kilometers upstream through channels as deep as 100 meters. For a sense of scale, that's deeper than most inland seas. This enormous river system did not appear overnight. It is the result of millions of years of uplift, flooding, and erosion, an epic tale written in water, still unfolding today. Somewhere under these endless green waves, the secrets of lost cities and undiscovered creatures are waiting to be found. The Amazon is not just a river, it is a universe, and even now, we have only scratched its surface. Hidden Amazon. The Amazon, a place known to every child on Earth as the greatest river of them all, but beyond the maps, beyond the numbers, lies a far more astonishing truth. This rainforest basin is not simply a river, it is a breathing monument of nature, so vast it could swallow entire nations. In the rainy season, it becomes an inland ocean, a green sea, flooding everything in its path. Yet few know that the true Amazon stretches far beyond what we see. Hidden deep underground flows another river, the Hams, tracing the same west to east path, 4 kilometers beneath the surface, in darkness so complete. Not a single sunbeam has ever touched it. Its current is unimaginably slow, less than a millimeter per second, but its width, 200 to 400 kilometers across, makes it an underground leviathan, a second Amazon in the depths of the earth. Even the rainforest above guards secrets of its own. Giants once roamed here. Titanabo, the monstrous serpent, as long as a bus and weighing more than a ton, crushed its prey in ancient swamps, where now only anacondas remain. And then there are the human ghosts, traces of cities lost under the vines, monumental earthworks, canals, roads, swallowed by centuries of rainforest. Their creators, gone without explanation. Modern LiDAR scans peel back the green curtain, revealing entire settlements, once home to thousands, now returned to the jungle. Their stories lost to time as the river rolls onward. Its waters carry more than silt. They carry the memories of a continent reshaped again and again. Millions of years ago, the Amazon flowed the opposite way, westward to the Pacific, until the Andes rose, forcing it east, turning a sea into a river, and then into a legend. Today, the Amazon is so immense, its ships rival ocean liners, sailing 3,000 kilometers upstream through waters 100 meters deep. No bridges span its might, no walls can tame it. It is nature in its most unstoppable form. And still, below it all, the Hamza creeps onward, an unseen twin bearing the weight of forgotten millennia. In the Amazon, time itself seems to twist. Species emerge no human has named. Tribes survive, holding wisdom older than any book, their lives woven into the forest. The Amazon is not just a river, not just a rainforest. It is a world layered in mystery, alive and hidden, waiting for those brave enough to search beneath the green. Amazon enigma. The Amazon. For centuries, it was thought to be a pristine wilderness, a place untouched by civilization, but buried beneath the jungle's tangled roots. Scientists have uncovered evidence In an area near the small village of Kasar Rab, archaeologists discovered clues to an ancient pre-Columbian culture, a civilization whose timeline remains uncertain, though researchers believe it flourished. At the turn of the first millennium they sculpted the landscape with massive man-made mounds, networks of canals, and perfectly straight roads. Traces of this Kasar Rab culture cover an astonishing 16,000 square kilometers. The mounds themselves, lost to centuries of rainforest regrowth, the dense Amazon canopy, LiDAR, laser scanning technology, mounted on a helicopter, mapping the earth beneath the forest. With breathtaking precision, the data revealed two enormous urban centers, one spanning 147 hectares, the other 315 hectares, plazas, avenues, ceremonial zones. No one yet knows, but the scale suggests a sophisticated, coordinated society on a scale once thought impossible in Amazonia, had been documented in places like Sri Lanka and Central America, but this was the first time such monumental urban planning. Radiocarbon dating shows the Kasar Rab culture collapsed around 1400 AD, but why remains an open question. Where did these people go? Was it war, disease, or something else entirely? The answers lie hidden beneath centuries of green, waiting for archaeologists to dig deeper. The Amazon basin still guards its secrets, its oil, its trees. They remember stories. For every mystery revealed, 100 more wait in silence. Proof that even in the world's greatest rainforest, we have barely begun to understand